Okay, before the video starts, I have an announcement to make. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch. So after 10 months of posting basically nothing but Castle Crashers, I want to announce that I've returned to making funny moments, unfunny moments videos again. But just one problem. As you can see here, they are very much being caught lacking. Yeah, as you can see, they're not getting a whole lot of views or whatever, which I understand. I mean, like, I've been posting basically nothing but Castle Crashers for a long time, but the thing is, one day the character review series will be over, and I know I will still probably make some other Castle Crashers related videos still. Once that series is over, I'm basically gonna be doing these funny moments videos and these game analysis videos and maybe some other stuff, but just no more fortress invading. And since I kind of want to build up these videos, and also since, like, you know, not to toot my own horn or yeet my own haw, but I genuinely do think these videos are pretty funny. And I mean, like, almost all of my friends who watch my content went up to me and said that they enjoyed these type of videos a lot more than the Castle Crasher stuff, but they just get no views. So if you have the time of your day and you want to see man-children behave like they're on a Mr. Void's method, then, like, jokes aside, I'd really appreciate it if you could give one of these videos a try, because I'm also really happy with them. But like I said, unsurprisingly, since it's so different to my normal stuff, it gets like no views, so yeah. Now onto the Mechanical Man review. Alright, so I can already tell you that it will be difficult making this review unique, since this guy is just a fencer but with a different skin, but still. We'll figure something out. So yeah, welcome to my Industrialist review, where we will be reviewing the other most overpowered character in the game. Yeah, like the Fencer, I can already spoil to you, his magic is overpowered as all hell. Being able to grind things down better than a machine gun in a local Dream SMP convention, which is honestly quite shocking, you know, speaking from experience. But yeah, without further ado, let us get right into the other most overpowered character in Castle Crashers. So the Industrialist is an enemy found in the 7th chapter of the game in the large factory run by Lord Farquaad Markiplier. Too bad this factory is now run by Markiplier. So yeah, while making your way to the factory of Markiplier Incorporated, where he produces his tall glasses of milk, you will encounter the Industrialist. And as an enemy, the Industrialist is kind of the Fencer, aka a random throwaway enemy, but slightly more armored. And yeah, honestly, that's like all there is separating them enemy-wise. For the rest, they really are just once again recyclable plastic. Or metal, you know what I mean. They do appear less frequently than the Fencer. I don't know if that's something worth mentioning, but I'm trying here. But yeah, in general, there isn't much to note about them as enemies that would be different to that of a kid in summer camp. Like, yeah, it's just one of the pack, like, they're part of that group that might make them unique, but in general, they're just them, and they also die pretty easily, so it's not that worth noting. So with them as enemies being pretty standard, let's just move on to their cosmetic appearance. So the Industrialist, well, fuck me, remember how I couldn't really describe the Fencer's cosmetic appearance? Yeah, same for this. Like, how the fuck do I describe this thing? Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. And also almost knock over my glass. Let's fucking go! So the Industrialist is this mechanical looking knight with what I can only assume is no eyeballs, but instead little lasers on his face alongside a slick little helmet that is widely described as the second most painful thing to sit on. Just one spot behind the starting weapon of the Fencer. Like, the fuck is this, man? I know they say everything's a dildo if you're brave enough, but this is what you call unsafe prostate exam. Sound effects.mp3. Yeah, let's just keep it to Castle Crashers, shall we? But yeah, the Industrialist looks like some mechanical knight, which is pretty cool, and I do like his design. It kind of stands out from the rest, but in a good way, so yeah, I think it's quite good. And then looking at his Dwayne The Rock Johnson form, well, pretty unsurprisingly, it looks nice, and it looks like a standard, good, beefy design for the character, like fucking almost every single one of them. But if you've watched my Fencer review, you know that I used this beefy form to kind of support the idea that the Fencer might be a robot. But here, unlike the Fencer, I don't really have any evidence supporting that he is a robot based off his beefy form, since his real arms are purple, not grey, and I fucking swear if I see a single FNAF meme in the comments, I will actually lose my mind. Man behind that. Like, I was already calling it a dead meme fucking January last year. Like, that's how deeply buried that meme is. Okay, so can we not? But yeah, here I can really give evidence that he might not just be a human with some armor on based off his beefy form, but come on, just look at him. Like, if this guy could be a robot, then this metallic madness zone looking ass could also 100% be a robot. But yeah, my opinion on his beefy form in general is that it looks good. Thumbs up emoji. I rate 7 saw blades out of 10, yes. So then let's look at the way one could unlock this humanized version of Metal Sonic. Well, the way you unlock the Industrialist is by beating the game as the absolute lad and Chad of Castle Crashers, also known as Mr. Handsome, also known as Chad McGee, also commonly referred to as God in the Bible, the Blue Knight. And once you do that, you will unlock the product of the Industrial Revolution. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's get to the fun part. Complete another penetration. So for splash attack, we once again have the most smooth feeling carpet you'll ever see. Oh, it's just like walking on Lego bricks. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's the overpowered saw attack again, which in case you haven't watched the Fencer review and you aren't familiar with this splash attack, just take a look at this.
That's why your shoes raggedy.
That's why your mama dead.
Yeah, this splash attack is by far the most overpowered splash attack in the game. Also because it serves for great crowd control. And both those things combined are exactly why this magic is so fucking amazing. So yeah, it good. So for his magic projectile, it's a saw that is just average. Yeah, once again, like with the Fencer, it is the splash attack that makes him overpowered and not any of his other magic attacks, since all of them are just okay. So yeah, this is just an average magic projectile that does decent damage. And for his air projectile, we have the magic projectile, but downward, Lottie McFucking da. And then for his elemental infusion, it is once again an armor pierce, which is also pretty okay, which I've said like 20 million times at this point. Or at least it feels like I've said it 20 million times at this point. And then finally, just like the Fencer, for his magic jump, we have that thing that'll make the Earth transform into the nether dimension, aka cause global warming. Fun facts with LFG. Did you know that every time you use this magic jump, another fucking plant dies? Maybe this is exactly why we only fight 2 beekeepers in the entire game. It's because the bees have gone near extinct due to these little factory fellas. And in the duration of the game, we are just putting the final nail in the coffin. Hey, let's go. But yeah, for the rest, his magic jump is just average, nothing special, so yeah. Alright, but then as per usual, who do you unlock by beating the game as the Industrialist? Well, once you beat the game as the Industrialist, you unlock the Robo Man we covered last video, aka the Fencer, which is pretty much the same character but with a different coat of paint. Okay, I've just like probably set off a war between Industrialist mains and Fencer mains by calling them the same character but with a different skin. Well, you know what they say, equality is a modern concept. This is gonna cause a war. But yeah, worldwide war aside, let's just jump into his rating. So the Industrialist, yeah, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, he is an absolutely amazing character. I'm kind of repeating myself here since I said all this in the last video, but his splash attack is so ridiculously overpowered that it makes him the best character by an actual fucking landslide. And therefore, since he is also the same as the Fencer when it comes to magic, he is also gonna get that fat fucking 10 out of 10. As I mentioned last video, the 10 is reserved for the best character in the game, and that's totally this guy alongside Mr. Olympic Sportsman, and therefore they get this rating. And do I recommend him for insane mode? Well, fuck yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the funny troll man I did last video by saying like, oh no, I don't recommend him for insane mode, he's bad character. Yeah, he is definitely the best pick for insane mode since his magic, and more specifically his splash attack, give you such a huge edge over other characters, and therefore I 100% recommend him. So yeah, his conclusion, the Terminator has always been in Castle Crashers, and this right here is the evidence. So yes, that was the Industrialist review. I just want to say I'm sorry if this one wasn't that unique for review, but that is of course since I've already covered all of his magic last video. I mean, I've been told like, yeah, just make one video for 2 characters since their magic is the same, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that since although the points I make for the character's magic will be the same, still what jokes I make about them and what I comment on them should hopefully be unique enough and therefore still make the video somewhat fresh. Plus as well, I think it'd be weird if most characters get their own video except for a handful of them. So therefore I'ma just make videos for each of them regardless of their uniqueness. Now to the people that are constantly screaming at me to review a specific character, I know this means it might take a bit longer. Please have patience. Trust me, fucking Alainua. He will be reviewed one day, just have some patience, okay? I can't wait for that though, the fucking Laina character review. Nah, but just like whatever character you want me to review, it's coming eventually. You just gotta wait, okay? But yeah, as per usual, remember to rate the video whether you liked it or disliked it. And follow my shitty social medias, especially this one, for amazingly e-girl level content like this. And I'll see all of you next time. Peace.